Stockton Rush was a young prodigy who made a career out of pushing the limits, but a 2018 lawsuit concerning those limits foreshadowed the disaster that was to come. On June 18, 2023, the terrible news broke that a submersible passenger vessel had gone missing more than 400 miles south of St. John's, Newfoundland in the Atlantic Ocean. The American-built craft known as the Titan was carrying 5 passengers: British businessman Hamish Harding, Shahzada Dawood and his 19-year-old son Suleiman, French explorer Paul-Henri Nargeolet, and Stockton Rush, the CEO of OceanGate Expeditions, the company responsible for the journey. Other than Rush, they were all commercial passengers and each paid a reported $250,000 to venture to the seabed and explore the wreck of the Titanic. In the days that followed, a collaborative search and rescue effort from the US, the UK, Canada, and France made headline news as rescuers raced against time to bring the craft to the surface before the passengers ran out of air. On June 22, 2023, the Coast Guard announced in a press conference that the Titan likely imploded, killing all aboard. Rush was 61 when he died.
Our most heartfelt condolences go out to the loved ones of the crew.
News outlets sought to uncover what might have gone wrong on board the submersible that led to such a catastrophic emergency and delved into the history of Rush and his company, OceanGate. Rush was a distinguished handler of various forms of transport, whose company had been in operation for many years. There were also, however, a few notable controversies surrounding OceanGate's safety procedures. Look at just some of the notable achievements throughout his career, and it's no surprise the late OceanGate CEO Stockton Rush was a well-regarded submarine captain with a business that involved taking wealthy, paying customers to explore the Titanic wreck. Rush first rose to prominence in 1981 as a teenager. At the age of 19, he received a DC-8 type captain's rating at the United Airlines Jet Training Institute, making him the world's youngest jet transport-rated pilot to the day. From a wealthy oil family, Rush graduated from New Hampshire's Phillips Exeter Academy and earned a Bachelor's of Science degree in Aerospace Engineering from Princeton University. Afterward, he earned a Master of Business Administration from the University of California, Berkeley, the New York Times reports. While in college, Rush spent his vacations as a subcontractor for Saudi Arabian Airlines, flying passengers to Europe, Africa, and the Middle East. Since then, Rush was involved in various companies, some of which were focused on marine technologies such as radar. More saliently, Rush built his own aircraft and submarine, the latter of which he dove with more than 30 times. He once dreamed of becoming an Air Force pilot, but was ineligible for training due to poor eyesight. Stockton Rush founded OceanGate Incorporated in 2009. According to the company's website, the OceanGate crew has focused on increasing access to the deep ocean through innovation of the next generation of crewed submersibles and launch platforms. The company has operated 3 submersibles since then, including the Titan, an innovative craft built from modern lightweight materials to reduce operating costs. The website claims that OceanGate has undertaken over 14 expeditions and more than 200 dives in total. The company does not specify how many of those were captained by Rush. But the history of OceanGate to this point isn't entirely unblemished. As reported by several news outlets, there was some controversy at the company concerning a 2018 complaint to the Occupational Safety and Health Administration filed by the company's Director of Marine Operations, David Lockridge, who was fired after raising doubts about the safety of the Titan. A court filing by Lockridge's lawyers warned that, quote, paying passengers would not be aware and would not be informed of the Titan's experimental design. Lockridge's position was supported by a number of experts in the industry, including the Marine Technology Society's Committee on Manned Submersibles. Lockridge and others warned Rush of Titan's safety shortcomings, and OceanGate in turn sued Lockridge for breach of contract. As Marine Technology Society Chairman Will Conan told Guardian News, the Titan was an outlier due to its lack of certification.
There are only 10 vehicles in the whole world that can go 4,000 meters or deeper. All of them are certified, except the Titan.